You good? You fine? Well, I got $10 to say at least 2 of y'all are in here lying. Yeah, I've done it before. And it's time to separate the real from the fake. It's time to talk about those who keep it 100 versus what it means to relate. I mean, what does it mean to be real, authentic, and true? Because nowadays, people tend to only relate it to how well they present yourselves to you. See, we live in a time where transparency is mistaken for a mirror. Like if I clean up my surface, then I can show you yourself clearer with lies like, I'm fine, good, thanks, I'm chilling. Knowing daggone well we got things bottled up inside of us that prevent us from living. See, real really ain't real no more. Real ain't reality because we act like we don't feel no more. We will never be the realest because we don't present ourselves the clearest. Stop with the filters and show that we're ill. Ill like sick because our smiles of medicine only hide the symptoms like an egg over a chicken. If we keep flicking our wrists, our scars will eventually show. Band-aids and bruises, bumps, cuts you're losing, but you turn off the scoreboard so nobody sees your gameplay really ain't producing. Results, you're far from it. And the results in a log in our eyes, growing bigger inside, where the fruit on our branches shrivel and die. But we'd rather not hear that. Correction. We'd rather not listen. See, we can be real with anyone else, telling them how they're lacking and where they're missing, but we fail to be real with ourselves. I mean, we've got so much to say when it comes to anyone else, but when it comes to us, we front perfected. Then go home to our infected reflections, sitting in uncorrected depressions to plan out tomorrow's oppressions, or should I say oppressions, because our discretion and lack of confession cause a disconnection within ourselves. And so, I've got another question. Why do we hide our imperfections? Aren't they the very things that turn our trials into lessons, or our troubles into blessings? The very things that make us different, will keep you growing like the rest of us. The very things that make you grateful that despite it, God still sees the best in them. I mean, Jesus came to die for our sins and make do with our flaws. That was part of his job. But you hiding yours from the world is pretty much equivalent to you saying, I don't need a God. A waste of the grace he paid so dearly to provide, like spitting his face front and saying, I'm perfect and it's because of me I'm alive. But we place weights on ourselves as we place these boulders on our shelves. Too much pride to look in the mirror and admit that we need saving, and too much guilt to fall to our faces and bask in his greatness. But don't get caught in the hype of the world's opinions. Blind to the fact it's him who you're missing, because by him you're conditioned to be everything but imprisoned in your condition. To be everything he envisioned. He'll take his shine and make you glisten. He'll take these lines and make you listen. He'll take these bars and make you grip them, have you flipping, hopping, skipping. Oh, Jesus hurt, like call me different. Canceling our religion because you know you've been forgiven and your flaws are purpose-driven. So I suggest you take that as permission to start a new tradition. As you walk in this vision of how you handle your affliction, showing that he is risen by being open in opposition. Letting the world see his depiction in your life like television, and let the measure of your realness be in your choice of that decision. My name is Cookie B. Thank you.
Praise the Lord, everybody. I'm Della Street, and I'm bringing to you gospel jazz.
Yes.
While I'm waiting on people to come out, the first song that we're going to do today talks about forgiveness. You know the scripture talks about forgiving your brother 70 times 7. Time after time again, you have to forgive, because that's what God teaches. He forgives us, therefore we must forgive. If we can't forgive, don't expect to be forgiven. Amen? Amen. Okay. I'm looking for my drum. Well, while we wait, I guess I'll go ahead and sing something while we wait for him. Heaven in my view. You don't need me sitting here looking at y'all. Y'all looking at me. Ain't nothing going on. I'm sorry, I only got 1 million, so.